together with Anti-Mage this game. And you have to wonder, like, why have they gone for that sort of route? Obviously, the Enchantress better into the techies, but I would have to imagine it could even just be something as simple as, look, this Enchantress is able to stay much further away from the Slark Venomancer combination as smoke breaks, so they're gonna, if they can get a quick pick off here onto Beyond, that would be huge. But the Enchantress doesn't need to be on top of these heroes, and Batrider kind of does, you know. So if you're standing on top of them, Slark Venom is going to rip through you, whereas Enchantress, you can really look to play the backlines a little bit more. Still not going to be easy though for Shining.
I want to know, do you think we're going to have a good game? Will we have an even game?
We're having a better game than the first two best of ones.
Let's go! Which is all I wanted to hear, with so much on the line, a potential promotional spot.
I think we're going to see Shining get aggressive again with this Enchantress. You know, Ench still an int hero, so not as much value out of going into a bunch of those stats. Obviously still has a bunch, but a Blightstone being picked up for her as well. So really looking to try and punish these heroes in the laning stage if they look to get overly aggressive against them, because they will be in negative armor for sure.
Look like they're going to be starting with a tri-lane top lane.
Like it a lot.
So
just get the ball rolling. Essence Shift already leveled up here on CTY. He knows that they've got the control to be able to enable him to close in. Even just the things like the body blocks that he's doing here in front of the tower. Most of the time, you think, oh, I don't want to over body block. It'll be too far back. Maybe it's going to hit underneath my tower, but he just wants to be as far forward as possible. Having a look at the Radiant Vision, they don't know that the Techies is here just yet, but Ice reveals just now. And if he TP'd immediately a normal end, maybe he lives, but it's that first blood, those first permanent Essence Shift stacks. So exactly the start that they were needing on Team Zero.
Instantly Ice TP's down at the bottom, so we'll see what they're going to be able to do with that first blood advantage. Probably there will be some action in the side lanes, no real kill threat at the moment, so let's take a look at how mid is going. You got it, nothing really changes, right?
Top lane.
It's going to be a tiny... Oh. Easy Q getting body right now. That's something you're worried about, the gush into the right clicks from normal, and that will definitely continue to be an issue. Maybe second round they can go, because they do have that blood grenade ready for normal end.
I mean, they know he's got Essence Shift. Oh, he just leveled up.
He just got level 2. Okay.
Yeah. Look at how, like, normal end, he's got 2 sets of tangos. Like, he is ready to brawl. Yeah, you can't walk into this Enchantress. He eats a tree. Maybe really trying to bait them in, saying, yeah, I'm killable. Come on, come get me. Impetus. Oh, he didn't use it.
They can dive with this pool, can they not? What do they got? No mana for Gush. It's going to continue to be an issue. Double cell pop, though, so a lot of resources expended early on in this lane.
It's really just keep Shining safe for the very start of the game, right? Make sure that he's not going to be completely harassed out by this Slark. Normal End is doing a fantastic job so far. You've got the Wild Ring creep to be able to keep this harass up, and I mean, you kind of have to deal with it, but if you walk forward again, you're just going to get, doesn't have enough for the Gush actually. So I wonder if Team Zero are just going to be keeping mindful of how much Tidehunter's mana pool is, and when they can look to get perhaps a little bit more aggressive. This is certainly the time to do it. Level 2 on the Venomancer, Pounce available on the Slark, you've still got a Blood Grenade available. If you were going to kill the Tidehunter, it's now. Other Blood Grenade coming out for the Veno.
Meanwhile, bottom, we see a little bit of back and forth between Ice along with Y. So, just, I mean, no mana, though, for the Batrider. What's he got on his choreo? Stick and Tango. Meanwhile, I mean, Anti-Mage is getting a lot out of it. Broodmother only 7 and 5. So it does look like we have the Vanguard queued up as well for Erica.
So because they didn't go this this aggressive route on this top side when he had an opportunity to, Shining now has 3 mangoes that he's delivered to himself, and he's given the Healing Lotus over to normal end. So the Edge is enabled to be even more aggressive in this lane, and you really are just going to continue to pressure away CTY. He's still got a very slight net worth lead over Shining, but you want to crush this lane as the Slark Veno.
I guess you both have very mobile heroes in the mid lane with the Puck and the Tiny. that like to make rotations. We'll see if 70 plays very similar to GPK, where he just picks up treads and doesn't actually rotate till the blink is completed. He might be kind of forced to do so, though, with how poor this top lane's going. CTY, though, will start to get aggressive. Sealing a little bit of essence, nothing too crazy. Shining, not wanting to pop one of the main goes. Might be forced to, though. And now try and beat back CTYs. They'll get some separation between normal and, but still 13 essence, man. CTY, 111 damage. He is going to tear you apart once he's been able to feast onto your body.
Yeah, and they might be able to get a kill on normal end.
Oh, he's a Chad. That is that's just a lane-winning double kill, man. Like you get the solo experience for one of them. They got first blood to start. We saw his almost bottom last hit out of all the cores, and he just got a double kill.
And the second one was a solo kill as well. So he ends up getting all of that XP for himself. Meanwhile, ZZQ able to make this lane pull at the back happen. Might even be able to connect through in this onto the hard camp as well, just to keep it away, but not quite able to accomplish it. Still fine. They would have seen normal end TP to the mid lane as well to refill Puck's bottle, so if they wanted to make another attempt onto Shining, he still doesn't have that Kraken shell. Blood grenade available too if they need it, but they won't.
Oh my.
They might use the blood grenade for the Ench.
Do they want to go for it?
No need.
Ooh,
Walk of shame.
Creep.
Coming
Kill
for
it.
Shining.
Well, now with this lane going exceptionally well top, they kind of freeze up 7E. You can decide to rotate there and really enable your Slark and shut down the Tide, but I wouldn't even hate. It looks like he's actually going to rush to blink though, so no phase, no treads, just straight into that blink to try and get active.
So I think if his top lane wasn't going well, he would have itemized towards like the phase boot style. But I think because top is going so well for them now, you can afford to go this early blink dagger and just rely on the Slark that's, you know, again, already 4 essence shift stacks. You've got a Venomancer that's going to be providing a lot to these team fights as well. It's really just, Tide's not a factor anymore. Kill the Puck, kill the anti-mage. What's going to allow us to do that? It's a blink dagger on the Tide Hunter. Because outside of that, they have very limited control.
And you're also going to be going up against the Arcane Rune now for 7E, so for the first Power Rune goes the Tiny's way. Bottom lane, Erica should be right. Blinks back up, a little bit too late from Ice Ice.
Almost level 6 already on CTY. About a quarter of a level away. It's like normal end is going to be able to contest this this pull as well, so not going to get any of the neutral creep XP, but CTY just on his own in the lane as well. ZZQ making sure to stay out of XP range, just so that Slark has the potential to be able to rotate back to the jungle if needed. Honestly, they're probably going to use this aggressively though, right? We've seen him already go for plenty of kills even without the Shadow Dance, but now if you could just look to dive underneath the tower, why not? At least he's got the Kraken Shell leveled up now though on Shining, so that Venomous Scale should go away soon.
Oh, he got it on the Bat Rider. He'll still die beyond, wanted to TP over to try and help out. Actually, no mind, he didn't even TP, just ran over. So yeah, Wisdom Rune taken. They're going to be able to get their own Wisdom Rune as well by the looks of it. Normal and we're back on off.
Doesn't even need to TP mid for the Puck. Puck already had walked all the way back to base. Level 6 available on the Puck. Maybe just with these levels, you know, Bat Rider's going to be hitting into that lasso soon-ish. So, you know, you could look to make some sort of a play once he hits that one up. Oh, Puck's actually TPing bottom. Wanted to get a kill off this first Dream Coil.
I mean, they saw him though. If anyone was looking mid,
slow though.
they're able to break the coil, jump in, Ice Ice. It's actually enough. Beyond, he's going to be alive and 7E, and meanwhile on the side lane, CTY gets another kill, 5 perma essence. You could not have asked for a better side, I think, considering what we saw going on early on. So this is, damn, Team Zero. They're in the driver's seat now for the early game.
And look at ZZQ as well. He's just positioning himself in front of this Power Rune. Not going to take it, not going to get baited out. So 7E, he had an Arcane Rune to be able to make that TP down. And now he's got a DD as well to be able to confirm a bunch of kills. And his Blink Dagger is only 300 gold away. So might not be from this wave, but absolutely the next one that they can look to make that sort of play.
Shining's game is no bueno. Oh, god.
They still have a Dark Shadow Danced as well. And they should see that he's under vision as well. So ZZQ at the moment doesn't have the sentry to be able to deward this here, but it's a lot of useful future information. Honestly, I mean, CTY, as soon as he picks up this this Echo Saber for himself, I want to see a bunch of sentries come out on the courier for himself too. I think he's just gotten handed one.
And what is the choice? Because he has the pick of the litter now with what items he wants to go for CTY. Is his Echo Diffusal? Are you going Echo into Rush of Aghanims? And I guess
I like the Aghs. They just need more catch for Puck and Anti-Mage, right? Tiny's there for the initial catch. Leash is nice for an extra little bit of damage, but I think they're probably still going to be lacking a tiny bit of damage unless you get that second pounce off. He's dead.
Yeah, we'll see that we're lacking that damage there. You got the kill, but it meant that ZZQ had to step a little bit too far over the river into Radiance half of the map, so it's a 1-for-1. The Blink reveal with a DBT. Oh, man. Dude. Power runes, just that's all that needs to be said. Power runes for 70, got the Arcane Prior, now he has a DD as soon as Blink is delivered, and you could not have asked for a better reveal to be able to blow up the park.
We'll even get a bottle refill coming through from the base around the power rune timing as well. One of the other great mid runes that you could look to get, the haste rune. So he doesn't have a TP scroll available, but you don't need one as long as you can just quickly look to make a rotation to one of the side lanes. So might even opt to stick around while he's got a couple of seconds left on the DD. Doesn't seem like it though. Ends up just walking away towards this bot side of the map. But yeah, you can already tell that Erica knows that this potential threat is coming. He's got a ward to be able to play around with. Actually going to look to potentially make a play here. Oh, popping everything. Can they kill him? I don't know if they can.
Can't kill Tiny. Get the Veno though. Flame Break's going to be able to knock them away. Dude, CTY wants to get involved. But there will be no value out of that.
It's such a heavy committal though, right? No more coil now, no Ravage, and you popped, what, a Noxious Plague on a position 5 Venomancer? You're more than happy with that. This is what I love about the Veno, right? You can feed your ass off, but as long as you press that Q and R, you've done your job.
My Anti-Mage shoved out. He's going Radiance. Oh. Oh.
I don't hate it. They need a way to deal with this Slark damage coming through, and a little bit of blind and evasion is going to help. It's also a bit of a way to be able to deal with the Brood Spiderlings. Of course, one might say, why not Battle Fury? And you know, the answer to that is, I don't know. But, you know, this is the choice that Erica has gone for, and I trust the man. Again, top 6 at TI. He knows what he's doing.
Knows what he's doing, but this is a very, very difficult call to make. As 7-8 up on a normal end is another kill, and importantly, it's the Tiny that gets it as well. So he continues to be able to scale, continues to be able to get the gold towards his Echo, and I'd love to see them just continue to sweep inside the jungle. Like, Beyond is going to have full control of this area, and he can put a lot of pressure onto the tower with the boys to play with him. As 7-8 even gets rewarded with the power in as well.
I mean, and with going for this this Radiance as well, kind of similar to what we see for an Abaddon, you are going to be doing nothing with this Anti-Mage until he picks it up, you know, and it's going to take even longer than a Battle Fury does to come out.
And you just have a Brood taking your jungle, which, so how do you split the farm? We already see Tide's really struggling. In fact, Shining, he can't even show himself. You pick this Tide to be able to play into the Brood and pop yourself in front of him. We see he can't even do that right now with the difficulty he had. They're going to jump over the top. 7E avoids the Tiny, avoids the Tide. They know that he is unkillable, or at least it might be, but not blow him up.
You don't want to commit that heavily.
They have to go through. Exactly right. You don't want to commit that heavily, so go for a support, be able to refresh the Spiderlings, and go back with the next wave.
They'll just take the freebies whenever they can, and it's with another valuable power rune. The shield rune just enabling them to go beyond the tower, no pun intended, to be able to pick up that kill. And, I mean, Shining at least is doing his job of standing wherever the Broodmother is looking to try and play. Prevent towers from going down. He's going to need to play an extremely selfless game here on Shining. Like,
Halberd Rush, though?
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, again, this is why they're building into the evasion and the mischance on the Anti-Mage as well. The Slark is too big of an issue. You just need to honestly luck out a little bit by maybe getting a lucky mischance here and there. Tiny's not hitting with one of his big right clicks. If he picks up another, like, double damage, for example, think of how that could potentially change the outcome of a fight. These little things add up.
And they're definitely adding up at the moment. 2 to 12 kill count, 4,000 net worth lead. Team Zero playing the map much, much better. You just see CTY is uncontested top lane, very close to his diffusal blade, and they're going to make it go on the Batrider as well. Noxious players used from afar. That'll be able to grant them another kill. Continue to go just inside the jungle, taking away gold, taking away experience. And they'll get in a position very shortly where they can get some towers as well.
Like in the Venos build as well. No boots upgrade just yet. Looking to rush into the Parvis. I mean, it's just so value. You know, the range that you're able to use it from. And it's... You might say that these are like selfish items, but as a 5 Veno, you need to be a little bit selfish. It's all about just make sure I live long enough to cast my spells. So what's going to do that? Parvis for the physical barrier, Force Staff to get myself out of harm's way, Glimmer Cape to be able to, you know, make them at least spend a dust for me. I wouldn't have hated a Solar Crest as well, just for the Slark and even the Tiny, but this is a fine build-up for me.
Dude, look at the Brood.
Yeah, this is her hill.
Just break the coil. Flame break maybe back into the lasso, but now you don't know about the TPs. It's nighttime as well, so it's time for Slark to feast. This is his go, and he's going to be able to run into Shining. Might need to use a defensive Ravage. CTY is almost out of mana. Pops the one. He's okay. Now 70's got the double jump as well, controlling Echoes momentarily. Echoes will be able to get some distance away. They did connect the slow, and that means they can also close the distance. This is getting out of hand. Team Zero, relentless pressure on the map. It doesn't matter where Last Ark are. They are always hunting.
These Derrickers finally had some space to be able to go up onto this top side. This is a legitimate 5v4 situation. Like, this is a Team Zero draft that wants to be able to play around each other very, very regularly. And, you know, they just want to try and distract as much as they can for Erica. I mean, he hasn't even been able to touch this top tower at all. At least someone's going to need to come back and deal with this creep wave. But the thing is, you don't even need to expend a TP for it, because CTY, he was right next to... Ooh, the stun is enough. The pounce will be enough as well.
Can he get rid of the other mine? It might be enough, actually.
Nope.
Oh, but look at 70's positioning. Reads it perfect. Oh, they're starting to tip. Team Zero about to get some revenge from that previous series loss yesterday versus the Last Ark. I mean, that is a big reason. With that loss, they put them in this tiebreaker. Yep. We could have not had this three-way tiebreaker if they got the victory. It was not to be. Now they have come to play today. CTY is just solo killing Batrider as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's possible to see it, but like, I'd love to see Tidehunter's net worth progression, because it is really not changed that much in what feels like the past 6 minutes. He's gone from level 7 to 9 and maybe gotten like one small item upgrade. He's holding on to a lot of his net worth right now, just having not been able to spend it, essentially.
And it's scary that Puck is only 600 gold ahead. That's a worrying sign. Is Shining. Yeah, well, you're supposed to be a tanky boy. That's why they picked the hero. 3/4 of your health just evaporate. Looks like it will be okay, but it forces everyone else to reveal their own positioning. That is a beacon for CTY. Godlike streak now for the Slark.
And this is why we were so happy about the Tiny pick, right? Like, you can jump on the Tidehunter and Avatos combo, and he can't crack and shell away from it. Like, you might reduce a little bit from the right-click damage, but it's a freaking Tiny. He's swinging his... Where's he got? A tree? What's his cosmetic? The big skeleton bone that he's holding on to right now. And, yeah, you're still going to be taking the brunt of that damage. I really need Shining to buy something with his gold. Like, he's got 1,000 unreliable gold. Just buy the Ogre Axe, surely.
Hey,
as well. I think he's got a BKB. So no coil worries, no mana break worries, no ravage worries, no enchantress worries. Hey, what?
At least they almost have the sacred relic on the anti-mage, dude.
Okay.
They're also going to get a kill. Echoes will get it. 335 gold for him. A couple others get a bounty as well.
I want to see the win prop. 6%. Is it crazy for me to think that Last Ark still can come back into this game?
No,
I really think off the back of all this evasion they can.
definitely.
Then again, CTY has Ags now completed and Echo Saber about to come back out to him.
Wait, are you saying it should be a different percentage, or are you just?
I think it could be like 15 instead of 6.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
Well, you have a little bit more hope than I do. I also agree. I think they can come back. So there needs kind of some miracles to happen. But I do kind of also agree with this 6%.
I guess we haven't really seen CTY in these past couple of fights, right? He is a menace for this lineup. Already hard counters the Tide Hunter. Speaking of, dead. So now you have no one to be able to stand in front of towers, to be able to protect them. They really don't want to use this glyph, and, well, CTY is just around solo killing people. Ended up TPing underneath an observer ward, unfortunately, so has to cancel it because you would have reacted in time anyway on Erica. We say that.
Dude.
So.
He has a Diffusal Echo Scepter at 19 minutes. Erica might be dead. He should be dead. He's got all this essence, needs to chain it perfectly. Oh, and he is. Dude.
All right, 6% is about right.
He is so farmed.
Yeah. This is what you pick the Slark for against a Tide Hunter for the lane. Like, I honestly think that that Last Ark did everything that they possibly could have in that lane. You know, they got aggressive. They used the Gush. They used the Blood Grenades. They used the strength of the Enchantress. But it's a freaking Veto Slark, man. What are you meant to do against this?
All right. What a ridiculous performance in the game that matters the most.
I honestly was about to suggest this, but I was like, oh, if they do this, it'd be really like we're having a rough time. 4 stuff on the Tide Hunter was the item that he went for. Not conventional, but again, it really just is. We got to stay away from this freaking Slark. Just try and catch him when he's used both of his pounces. But I mean, now off the back of that solid kill, he's already back up to 2,000 gold, and he's going to be able to have a Roshan Aegis to be able to play with too.
Is it weird to say I wish they did this Aegis like in a couple minutes? Because you're now going to have. It's going to be daytime for 3 minutes 45 now. So you'd only get about a minute of nighttime to work with. Could you not just see them leave it?
Maybe they feel like they're like gonna wait for 70 to have the BKB anyway before they look to like siege onto the high ground or do any sort of plays like that. Tier 2 token still on the ground that Slark didn't get. The one mistake that CTY has made this game so far.
How disappointing. They are also hunting Erica. Yeah. Can he get enough gold for the Radiance before he dies? First stun. And the chain control is perfect. Yes, it is. CTY leaping from the low ground. Did he buy Radiance? He did not. Oh my god, dude. He was like 50 gold away. And they get Tormentor.
So he didn't even have the courier there though, right? So wouldn't have been able to.
That's true. Shard for Ice.
It's meh.
Yep.
It's fine.
It is what it is.
Who do you jump even? Like, I legit think it's, yeah. Like, who do Radiant jump with?
I think you jump the Venom.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the only person you may kill, and he does a decent chunk of damage being level 10. Or techies, Venom or techies. Just you gotta get easy kills. CTY? No hesitation, sees normal end, sees a freebie. They're even able to run into the Bat Ride as well. It's Team Zero that want the easy kills. Ravage gonna come out, but beyond with the BKB timing, along with the Dark Pants. It's just perfect. The Shadow Dance, should say from CTY, on point with the timing.
Pants. Too
Dark
strong.
Pants was good. Yeah, okay. Dark Pants, yeah.
They even use the glyph to be able to get a little bit of tower multi-shot again, and again, like, they have no Ravage, they have no Dream Coil, they still have no Radiance on Erica. Like, you need to get the hell out of here and, you know, pick up this. He's got enough. Let's go, last fight. If they can wait for Dream Coil, that's the dream,
shining.
But no shining. Drag back into Fountain.
CTY? is absolutely okay.
Bought the depth shroud.
D4 tower, no cares. Looking for a lasso.
He's just waiting
Not
for his
find a
pounces to have 2. All right, here we go.
And now he's got 2.
Anti-mage game contribution. 030, what can he do?
But you're not going to have a team to play with by the looks of it. CTY
They've still
can
got
jump
plenty
in
of
on
mana
one.
as well.
Double pounds.
No one's spending mana.
To waste the 4 staff. Echoes as well. Jeez, it dropped. What a
Demolition.
for 4. Yeah, it's a demolition. A demolition performance. Yeah, this is...